Guy, what is this? This is bro. Guy, hey, guy, I can now officially tell you that Titi and I are now dating.
Yeah. What did you say?
Yes, I and Titi are now dating.
Which Titi? My sister. I mean, I don't get.
I know she's your biological sister, but we are just friends.
We are just friends. John! We have been friends for like forever. And now you're telling me we are just friends. You I take as my brother. And my parents do that also. And now you are telling me you and Titi are dating. A girl whose childhood you know too well.
Guy, I don't mean to upset you. It's just that we are in love and we thought to give it a try.
My brother, I'm not upset, but I'm shocked. And trust me, my parents will also be shocked.
Your parents? No! We don't mean to tell your parents just now.
Well, right now, I'm going to tell them.
Paul!
Hello and welcome to the program Hot Button, a program specifically designed for young people and relationship. Finding the right person to date nowadays seems impossible for some people. So, when you find what seems like the perfect person, you'd go for it, right? So, what's stopping you? Big question. He's your best friend's sibling. Aha. Welcome to Hot Button. My name is Johnny ODEH. With me on the program are
Eniola.
and
UMUNNA Uchenna.
welcome to the program. So,
Thank you.
we're looking at dating a friend's sibling. Dating a friend's sibling. Do you have a best friend?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a best friend?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Is something wrong about, dating your best friend's sibling?
No, I don't find anything bad about it because to me, I feel it strengthens the bond between I and my best friend and also the family and everyone between us.
Wow. Okay, let me hear from Uchenna.
Personally, no. I don't think it's cool to date your best friend's sibling
Why? You want to tell me why?
because I feel it's going to spoil the relationship between you and your friend.
You and your friend.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, how does dating a friend's, a best friend's sibling, how does it,
Firstly,
affect the friendship?
it's going to be very awkward.
It's going to be very awkward.
Yeah, I feel it's going to be awkward because that's your best friend and you're dating his sibling. So you're trying to be conscious, your steps and everything, what you do with his sibling.
Okay.
And you don't know if he's going to be cool about it normally
Wow, okay.
or not.
Wow. You don't know if it's going to be cool.
Yeah, if your friend's going to be cool
Cool
about
with
you
it.
dating his sibling or not.
Okay. Now, how do you think dating a friend's sibling can strengthen the relationship you have with your friend?
Okay, if I have a best friend here and she has a sibling like an elder brother or something, I feel if I'm dating a brother, I'll be able to tell her it will bring more connection, more vibe, something to say between us. And I really don't feel there's a problem with it because he is my friend's sibling. I've been with her since, so I should be free enough to tell her anything. She should be comfortable with it.
Wow. Do you think if you're dating your best friend's sister now,
Yeah.
is it going to affect the relationship if you're dating, if you agree to date, will it affect
The relationship.
you and the girl? The fact that her brother is your best friend, will it affect you and the girl?
Yes.
Why? How?
Because I might not be totally free with the girl, like thinking that, okay, if I do this with her, I do this with her, she can go and tell her brother or this, or maybe we get into a fight. Obviously, her brother is going to notice. That's
Wow,
my friend.
definitely, yeah.
And that's going to cause a fight between me and my friend because he won't want to see his sister's side or something.
And then, is it possible you are also having that feeling that the way you used to gist your friend
With my
about
friend.
your girlfriend, you may not have the opportunity?
Yes, you can't do that, no.
Wow. So how would you be able, because you said you can actually talk to your friend about the brother.
Yeah.
You know, guys gist and girls gist.
We're family.
How are you going to tell your best friend, like, about your relationship with the brother?
We are free. Probably me and the brother also, we've been friends since we were kids. So I actually feel there's nothing about it.
There's no big deal about it.
Nah.
Wow. So it doesn't affect the relationship negatively to you or something?
It doesn't. On the major side, it doesn't. It's just like what you talked about, the issue of fighting and all. You know, might be causing some problems here and there. But I feel my best friend should be knowledgeable enough to know the stories from both sides. So she should be able to judge the situation sensibly.
So if you have a fight with the brother, would you trust her enough to give you the right judgment?
Yeah, I can trust her enough to give me the right judgment.
You don't think she will be biased with her brother?
Nah, I don't think so. And if she's biased, I went for it, so I should be able to take responsibility of anything.
So you should be able to understand with your best friend if she takes
Her brother's
that
side.
stand, like, okay, I'm standing with my brother on
Yeah,
this.
we are all human beings.
So if there is no fair judgment, how will your relationship, pan out?
If there's no fair judgment on their side, I feel we should be able to like give ourselves the judgment ourselves, not what people talk about.
Okay, let's assume now. You said you're not comfortable with that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Assuming you decide, I want to date my best friend's sister. Do you
Okay.
have to tell him?
Of course, yes.
You have to seek.
Yeah, you have to.
Is it permission or you just have to inform him?
I think the both of them. You have to inform him first, like to know if he's cool about it. Then if he's like chilled about it, be like, okay, so like, can I go ahead and date your sister? And if he's like, yes, then okay.
Wow. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Now, what if your best friend decides, no, you can't date my brother? For what? Why would you date my brother?
Okay, if she decides that I can't date her brother, I feel like I will tell her brother, which is my partner, to inform her about it. Like, yo, I'm in love with this babe and all. Like, there shouldn't be any big deal about it. But if she's really, really saying no, then I think we should not decide to be sneaky about it.
So you have emotions, you have feelings, you really like this guy. But here is your best friend telling you, no way, you can't date my brother.
I'll try and talk her into it. Like, you can't stop love.
I want to hear how you talk her into it.
I'm like, babe, I like this
Because
guy.
somebody has to know, how do you tell this your best friend?
Okay, I'll try and explain to her the same way
Explain it to us now like you're talking to her.
Okay, I'll be like, oh, babe, like, just chill. The same way I've been with you for years. I don't know, like, this connection, like, between us, just please. I'll just beg her like that.
That's how you and you think that's enough to convince her to let you date her brother when she has this strong feeling that
Okay,
you
what
shouldn't?
is the strong feeling about?
You're my best friend. You mean all the while you've been coming here, you keep looking at my brother?
Nah, man.
Why did you guys even start this thing in the first place?
I feel like she just calm down and let me explain things to her. You can't stop love, actually, because at the end, if we both decide to go about it and everything turns out well, it's not on anybody, so.
So, if he turns it down, what do you do?
Hey, Johnny, can I, from what
Please,
you said,
yeah.
this is what I was saying. Your friendship with your best friend is going to end. Imagine your best friend says no.
There's a strain already.
That's you've lost someone, your friend. That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying it's not a risk worth taking?
Yes, so it's
Now-
not just You shouldn't just do it. Just
Because
don't.
if she says, no, you can't do that, you know there's already a problem between you and her. So is the risk worth it?
I have to be very, very, very sensible about it, because if she's saying no, I have to know the reason why she is saying no.
He is my brother, and then you want to date
But
my
I
brother?
love him.
Wow. Tell me,
love
are you
him.
loving my father right now? You know, people could go way overboard over things like that. So how would your friendship be if your friend tells you no? Number one, you know that going to the house, there's going to be a little bit of tension
I know.
because the
Yeah.
brother is going to be around. So how are you going to handle that?
First off, like, I'll make sure the connection between me and the guy is actually worth it and very genuine. But if she continues to say no, I'll go ahead with it. And anywhere it lands me, I'll stay.
Oh, so it doesn't matter if your
Friendship.
friendship breaks up.
She also has to understand.
So would you take that risk
I'll take
of,
it.
I have to date this guy and come on, my relationship can just slide?
I will.
You will take that risk.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth it?
No. If that's my best friend, that's my best friend. That's my friends to me, like, to the end.
So you're saying you won't even do it.
I won't even think about it.
What if your best friend says you can go ahead and date my sister?
Then that's different now. That's a different case. That's
So
a
you
different,
will be comfortable with that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
If it's chilled with him.
Yes.
So I
the
can-
reason you were saying from the beginning that you wouldn't do that is because you feel your
Yeah.
friend will not be okay with it.
Yeah, and apart from that, there will be this awkwardness. To be honest, you will
So
just
for
feel
you,
free.
it's a no-no.
Yeah, it's a no. I won't even think about it. Like,
But you
won't try it.
find your best friend's sister who is so down to earth from a good family, and then you have seen it with your eyes how good she is and how perfect she could make of a wife. And you're going to let that pass by because you guys are friends. There has to be a way to talk to your
She's-
friend about it. You don't think there is a way?
other girls, this is not the only one.
So you would not take the risk of even making
No,
the
I
move
won't
to
try.
talk?
We can just be friends, but I won't try to, like, go to that extent of her, like, trying to be my babe or something. No,
You rather recommend her for your maybe elder brother or another friend of yours?
something like that. Yeah.
Then I feel the love is not genuine.
If you have feelings, how do you handle the feelings? You already have feelings, or you're saying you would never try to have feelings towards your best friend's
Firstly,
sister.
yes, I would never try to have feelings, but if I already have feelings, then I'll tell my bestie. Then I'll just let his judgment.
So you're not leaving it open to yourself.
Yeah,
you
I'll
just
tell him.
let
I'll tell him
make
how I
the
feel.
decision.
Yeah, I'll tell him how I feel. If he says, yeah, it's cool, I'll be like, okay, thanks, my G. Then,
So when it's cool, you go on with it.
yeah, I can. I guess, yeah, I can.
So as you're in it, and then he notices that you guys are having it, and then he comes and he's like, guy, I know you're my guy, but if you hurt my sister, man, it's really going to be tough on you and I. How do you handle a situation like that?
Then I would try not to hurt his sister. Like, I won't do anything to
So
hurt
you
her.
keep sucking up to everything she does because
Nah.
you don't want to
If-
have a strain on your relationship with the brother.
Nah, but if she's the one with the problem, yeah, I'll tell my bestie that, yo, your sister's doing this, your sister's doing that. I don't think, because I have to leave that relationship so that it won't spoil what me and my bestie already have.
Can you hear what we're talking about? Doesn't that appear like something that is a bit complicated?
It does look like that. It is, actually. It is.
So how would you do that? A situation where actually this is the man of your dream. This is the woman of your dream. The only thing is, this is my best friend's sister. This is my best friend's brother. How?
I'll go on with whatever I have with the brother or anything. I'll just try to appeal to her that judgment should come out fair to enhance the connection between all of us.
Okay. So, we're saying when a friend objects, we can actually go on without the approval of that our friend. And from your end, you're saying you can let go of that friendship and follow your heart, right? And you are saying if he objects, that is the end of your feelings towards the sister.
Yeah, I'll
You
stop.
will rather not push it. Now, let's swing the table. This is you.
Okay.
Your friend, your best friend wants to date your sister. Do you think you will be considerate enough to say, yeah, you guys go on? This is you personally now.
Okay, my
Your
best
friend may
friend.
have a problem with you, but would you have a problem with your friend if he wants to date your sister?
My sister. No.
You won't have a problem.
No.
You give them the go-ahead.
Yeah.
So why don't you have the same feeling that your friend could give you the go-ahead?
I mean, I do, but I know there will be like
Kind of awkward.
yeah, and I don't like that. I like to be free and just do me, you understand? I don't like
So would you rather say, you guys go ahead date, but I'll just stay away from the friendship for some time?
no. They're free.
They're free.
Yeah.
But definitely there'll be awkwardness.
Obviously, yeah.
So what about...
Excuse me, please.
Okay.
Where is the awkwardness coming from?
You're going to feel it now, like that's your okay. Let's say he comes to my house, yeah. He's with my sister, yeah. He comes to my house,
Yeah.
and they're both talking, maybe in her bedroom or something. And I want to come in to ask her for something. Then I open the door and I see them together, talking together or something. He won't feel comfortable.
Like closely talking
yes,
together.
he won't.
And then you will just have to start learning how to
Yeah.
knock on the door before you get
Exactly.
in a room that you were normally walking into straight before.
Yeah,
Is that the kind of awkwardness you're talking about?
it's part of it. Yeah.
Now, let's swing the table. You have a best friend, and then she wants to date your brother.
I don't have any problem with it. Like, it's a free world.
You don't have any problem with it.
Nah,
So
man.
who is the person that has a problem? Is it me? Do you guys want to ask me if I will have a problem with that? I don't think I have any problem with that. If you want to date my sister and you talk to me about it, the only thing that most people feel uncomfortable with, let it not be a surprise.
Actually,
Yeah.
So you just all of a sudden discover like, you're talking with Jide. Since when do you and Jide started talking from? And then you realize that it's something that has been going on and on and on and on.
That's bad.
So I think for most people, the awkwardness comes from the fact that they were not pre-informed. It's not like you have to take the permission. But let me know. I'm your best friend. So let me know when you have feelings for my sister. But there is actually a way to go about this. How about before you start this move, you start making compliments like, this is our sister. At that point, this is our sister. This is our sister will make a good wife to whoever the lucky person will be. And, this is our brother.
very fine boy.
Whoever is coming to him, oh my God, the person is lucky. You know, with things like that, step by step, compliments here, compliments there. But some people would rather go through the back. Especially young people who don't want to be considerate, who really just want to, follow their feelings instead of going through their senses before attaching their feelings to whatever thing they feel. They will go behind. So there is actually an approach. I think most times it is the approach that people get wrong. For me, you can see we are three here.
Yeah.
You do not have a problem if your best friend dates your sibling.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem if a best friend dates my sibling. You said you don't have a
I do
problem.
not know.
So I want to believe that quite a good number of people wouldn't have a problem. It might be awkward, quite sure. But the truth is, it doesn't mean it cannot happen. Because have you heard or seen a situation where a friend recommended a sister to someone to marry?
Yeah.
You want to share with us?
I've heard about it. The situation was actually that the girl, she didn't have anyone to date because she wasn't an outgoing person. And her And since the guy is guy, they were best friends and all. So I was like, come take my sister now. She fine. She not fine.
She's a good girl, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you had a situation like that before?
Yeah, but I was the one that set them up together.
For real, I want to hear about it. How did that happen? Someone needs to learn from it.
Okay, yeah, so I have this roommate here. He has been single for a while. Then I have this female friend in class, and she's also single.
Oh, that was just a friend.
Yeah, she's just my
And then
friend.
you, okay, good.
Yeah, then we're just texting. She just told me that, Uchi, I need a boy or something, that I'm lonely and stuff. I was like, okay, I have my roommate. And I know my roommate is going to be good to you because he's my
You
roommate.
already
I know
their
him.
character.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just,
And they have been good.
yeah.
Great.
I just linked them up together.
And you see,
boom.
the beauty of it is that you were understanding enough to do that.
Yeah.
And that is because you had already known the character of both people. And then you realize bringing these people together way beyond the fact that both of them are lonely. Sometimes when God wants to do this thing, he makes you lonely, he makes you lonely, just to create that space and then set the opportunity for both people to meet. And trust me, tomorrow if those people are married, they're going to name their first son after you.
Yeah.
Trust me when that happens, because it's a beautiful thing. I do not think people should take it way too serious. When you find it, if someone is worth being your best friend, the person is good enough to marry your sister or your brother. So if I can refer to someone as my best friend, it means we have known each other to an extent. I can vouch for this person can vouch for me. I can recommend this person can recommend me. So if I want to recommend my best friend of good moral standing, who should deserve the person more, if not my sister?
Actually.
I hope you have been listening to us. We're talking about dating a friend's sibling. And there are quite a number of people who have a problem with that. Relationships have been strained. Families have been disoriented because of issues like this. But if we follow the right steps like we have discussed here today, you can actually make something out of that beautiful experience of having your best friend be the partner to your sister. Because if someone is worth being my best friend, he's worth my sister or my brother, as the case may be. So I don't think it is a wrong approach. Now, how are we supposed to handle a situation like that when it comes from both sides? Now, if it comes to you that you are the one involved, beyond talking to your friend, if your friend is out of, how do you go about it? The first approach to going through it.
Like I said earlier, I'll make sure there's a genuine connection, not something that we just want to do for a temporary period of time. So I'll make sure there's a genuine connection between me and the partner, and afterwards I'll go meet the friend and talk like, sis, I want to do, like, I am interested in your brother and can we run like a relationship kind of. Afterwards, if she approves, if she does not approve, I'll go on.
Talk to me about it. Aside from just talking, well, how would you go about it?
Like, if I want to date my best friend's sister.
Yes.
Okay. First off, I will make sure he's comfortable with me around his sister. Because if I like his sister, obviously I'll play with his sister now and look for trouble and stuff like that. So he will get used to the fact that, oh, this guy is always with my sister.
You have to make sure that he notices you familiarize yourself with the sister.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it won't be somehow to him. Yeah. So then, when I'm ready, if her feelings like are the same thing with me, then I'll tell him that, bro, I want your sister. I want us to date and stuff. I like her. She likes me.
Wow. Okay. Now, having looked at that, is there another way we can approach this particular person? Is it something? Have we considered the fact that, okay, how about the brother go and talk to the sister first? Or how about both of us decide to, like, okay, can we go out? Can your sister or your brother come with us? We go out. Or can you talk to your brother to take us? Or you talk to the guy, can you like tell your sister you want to take us out? And stuff like that. Can you tell your brother you want to follow us out, and then at that point, you guys could just explain. Do you think that is a wrong approach?
No, it's actually not the wrong approach because you were nice enough to bring the person out and everything. So I feel you can just tell the person like that. It's not bad.
Do you think it's a wrong approach?
It's not wrong, but if my best friend and my sister do that to me, maybe we go out and they both approach me like that, I'll be very surprised.
Oh, you're very surprised.
Yes.
Is it going to be a pleasant surprise or like an awkward surprise?
Nah, like pleasant, but I'll mostly be laughing.
Okay. I just want to believe that if you bring more numbers of people on this stage, maybe a few will just say, I don't think I will let my best friend date my sister. Most people are liberal enough to say, it is cool, so long as it doesn't affect our friendship. And you see, the sensitivity of this thing is when it affects the friendship. Because most times you will find that we are best of friends, and then the moment I am dating your sister, you start seeing me less
Actually,
Yeah.
because I'm spending more time with your sister. And then you start seeing your best friend less because you're spending more time with the brother. So when I come to your house, normally I would stay in your room throughout. But now I can't stay in your room throughout anymore. I stay in the sitting room more.
that's where that awkwardness comes from.
And then your video game is in your room. And I don't play that game with you no more. And the same thing. So that is where the awkwardness comes. But if we're able
Balance it.
to balance it, you come in, you do your normal thing you do with your best friend. And sometimes he might just be good enough to like, won't you say hi to your guy? Won't you say hello to your babe? Do you understand? So
Yeah.
the only thing that can make it kind of awkward is when we now divert the attention totally on the sister, and then all of a sudden our friends become a stranger around us. You understand?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
But there is a way we can tie this thing together to make sure our friend doesn't feel lost, doesn't feel like a stranger. But a lot of people might get it wrong if they are in a hurry, to make acquaintances with the sister or the brother. So, it is not wrong to date your best friend's sibling if and only if you follow the right approach. Do not forget, you can do nothing except you do it with prayers. Thank you so much for being a part of us today. Until we come your way same time next time, God bless you.